Hello, Morlibus here. Just watching one of Etho's latest, his single player LP, episode 256, doing his food detection. And he was using a minecart kind of system to detect and pull items out. And I've recently been working on an item sorter for my witch farm and thought maybe this design could be used for him as well. It's fairly compact, it is tileable, and essentially works with the topmost hopper pointing into a block, so it's not going to try to feed the items anywhere, but it will pull items from the top, and using the same filter system or the number limitations, so it only gives off a 1 redstone signal until it receives another item, and then it'll give off a 2 strength. So you just put your filter item, basic, and then these hoppers here will pull the item out of this hopper, but only when it gets this torch turned off, which will happen when the redstone signal reaches a signal strength of 2. Now it is tileable, but the limitation of this means that you have to throttle the items going in. It can't handle like stacks of items going into this system. If it does, it will give off a much stronger signal, which will power all the other ones as well. So you do have to throttle it. In this case, I've just done it with a dropper and a hopper feeding into that dropper. So the dropper will just spit out one item at a time, allowing this to filter properly. I have a different version over here that uses a series of droppers to filter the items through. So that is another method, or you could have a minecart rail with a chest minecart or something going over top of these hoppers, and the hopper will pull the item out of the chest and detect it that way. But anyway, let's get started. I can show you exactly what's going on. So we got the hopper here. I've thrown in some items and just got it manually powered off. This dropper will power itself, and it will also throttle this hopper so that it only receives one item at a time by pulsing that on. And those items should go through, and you can steal an output signal from over there if you want. So right now we were getting the first item, now we're getting bread, and you can see those torches turning off down below. Now we should be getting chicken, and I put 8 in each, so we'll see if we actually get 8 in the chest below. I think we'll actually get 7 because one item does get stuck, but we'll take a look at that. It's not so much stuck as it's just kind of being held as a sacrificial item. There's our carrots, and then I've also got some golden apples. So we could throw some of those in there too. And those will get thrown into the water stream. And you could introduce the items into the water stream however you want. And there you go. And then let's say we throw something else in that we don't have room for, like sponge, because everybody has sponge kicking around. So let's throw 4 of those in, and those should just go right by everything and end up in the last hopper there, and then you could detect items there if you wanted to. There you go. So none of those got filled up. For the filler item, I used just like paper. I just renamed it, so there's no chance of, even if you threw paper in there, it wouldn't get filtered through. So yeah, fairly simple design. Just the comparator with the 2 strength and a repeater pulling that forward to the torch, which is turning off that hopper. So I don't know if this would be useful to either Etho or anybody, but yeah, enjoy, and we'll see you next time.